Imagine if your body was secretly burning deadly belly fat, even while you slept. Yes, the same hidden fat wrapped around your organs, the fat most people never notice until it becomes dangerous, can actually shrink faster than you think. And the most surprising part, it happens when you follow one simple fasting trick that almost no one talks about. The trick backed by real science, not hype, a trick that has been quietly helping people melt visceral fat, boost energy, and reset their metabolism without intense workouts or complicated diets. You're about to discover how this works, why it works, and why most people completely overlook it. Because visceral fat is not the soft fat you can pinch on your waist. It is the silent kind, the kind that squeezes your organs, disrupts your hormones, raises your blood sugar, and pushes your body toward long term health problems. What makes it truly frightening is that you can't always see it, but you can definitely feel its effects. Stubborn weight, low energy, cravings, inflammation, and yet most people treat it the wrong way. But there is one powerful fasting hack that directly targets this hidden fat. A hack so simple that many dismiss it. And that's exactly why it's so effective. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll not only learn what this hack is, but you'll also understand the science behind why it works, how your body reacts minute by minute when you use it, and what mistakes cause people to fail before they even begin. You'll discover the real trigger that forces your body to attack visceral fat first. You'll understand how your hormones shift, how your metabolism resets, and how your cells start acting like they're years younger, all because of one small change in how you fast. And there's something else you'll learn today that may surprise you. Visceral fat is not as safe or normal as many people assume. Most people think belly fat is only about appearance, but visceral fat behaves differently. It releases chemicals that confuse your hunger signals, disrupt your sleep, and slow down fat burning. It also stores toxins, which means the more visceral fat you carry, the more your body struggles to function normally. This creates a cycle where the fat grows stronger and you grow weaker. But the fasting hack we're about to reveal breaks this cycle in a dramatic way. We'll uncover how this hack taps into your deep energy reserves. We'll explore the moment your body flips from storing fat to burning fat, like a switch being turned on inside you. And you'll see how this method doesn't just burn calories, it forces your body to prioritize the most dangerous fat first. It's almost like your body knows what to get rid of urgently, and this hack helps it do exactly that. In this video, you will learn how visceral fat behaves differently from regular belly fat and why that matters. How fasting changes your hormones in a way that targets dangerous fat cells. Why timing, not food choices, is the real secret behind fat combustion. What most people do wrong when they try fasting and why they never see results. And finally, the hash one fasting hack that makes visceral fat melt faster, easier, and more consistently than anything else you may have tried. By the end of this video, you will know the exact reason this method works, the exact moment your body starts burning visceral fat, and the exact way to apply this hack to your daily routine without starving yourself or losing energy. If you've ever tried fasting before and felt tired, hungry, or confused, you will finally understand what was missing. So stay with me until the end. The secret you're about to learn is simple, powerful, and genuinely life-changing. It may even shift the way you think about eating and fat loss forever. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your body or your health the same way again. Welcome to our channel, where we break down health science into clear, simple steps anyone can follow. If you're ready to transform your body from the inside out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Let's get started. Visceral fat is not the kind of fat you can grab with your fingers. It hides deep inside your abdomen, wrapped tightly around your organs, your liver, your stomach, your intestines. Think of it like a thick layer of padding your body never asked for. You can have a flat stomach and still carry a dangerous amount of it because visceral fat lives underneath the muscles where you can't see it, but your body definitely feels it. And this is what makes it so unsettling. It sits silently, like a slow burning fire inside your core. Unlike the soft fat under your skin, which your body uses for insulation and energy storage, visceral fat behaves very differently. It's active. It doesn't just stay still. It sends out constant signals, releasing chemicals that interfere with your hormones and your metabolism. This is why doctors call it toxic fat. It's not because it looks bad on the outside, but because of what it does on the inside. It can raise your stress hormones, increase inflammation, and make your body think it's in danger even when it's not. What's even more surprising is how fast visceral fat can grow. Poor sleep, stress, sugary foods, lack of movement. Your body responds to all of these by storing more of this deep fat. And as it builds up, it starts to squeeze your organs and disrupt how they function. You might not feel it at first, but symptoms slowly creep in. Your energy drops. Your cravings get stronger. You gain weight faster than you used to. And no matter how much you diet, nothing seems to work the way it once did. The real danger begins when visceral fat starts to interfere with your blood sugar control. It makes your cells ignore insulin, forcing your body to produce more and more of it. This leads to insulin resistance, one of the earliest signs of metabolic problems. And once this process starts, your body stores even more fat, dragging you into a cycle that gets harder to break with time. Visceral fat also puts tremendous strain on your heart. It can raise your blood pressure, increase bad cholesterol, and clog your arteries much faster than regular fat. This is why people with higher visceral fat levels have a greater risk of heart disease, even if they aren't visibly overweight. It hides in plain sight and causes damage quietly. And yet, despite how dangerous it is, most people don't talk about it. Most people don't even realize they have it. But once you understand how visceral fat behaves, you begin to see why targeting it is one of the most important steps for better health, more energy, and a stronger body. When you fast, something remarkable happens inside your body. Since you're not taking in calories, your body has no fresh supply of energy coming from food. So instead of slowing down, your system switches to a backup plan. It begins searching for stored fuel. And the first place it looks is your fat reserves. This shift doesn't happen instantly, but once it does, your body becomes a highly efficient fat burning machine. And this is where the science gets exciting. The moment you stop eating, your insulin levels begin to fall. Insulin is the hormone that moves sugar from your blood into your cells. When it's high, your body stores fat. When it's low, your body burns fat. Fasting naturally lowers insulin in a way that eating patterns rarely do. It creates a clean break, a moment of silence, a pause where your body can finally access the fat it has been storing for years. With lower insulin, the locks on your fat cells open and your body can reach inside to use that stored energy. As insulin drops, another powerful change occurs. Your body increases the release of catecholamines, natural chemicals that help break down fat. They signal your fat cells to open up, releasing fatty acids into your bloodstream so your muscles and organs can use them as fuel. This process is like flipping a switch from storage mode to burn mode, and fasting is the key that activates it. It doesn't require fancy diets, complicated rules, or extreme workouts. It simply gives your body the space to do what it's designed to do. Fasting also improves your metabolic flexibility, which is your body's ability to switch between burning sugar and burning fat. Many people are stuck burning sugar all day long because they constantly eat snacks, meals, and drinks that keep insulin high. Their bodies never get the chance to tap into fat stores. But once fasting begins, your body becomes more adaptable. It learns to rely on fat for energy, which means fat becomes easier to burn over time. Another fascinating shift happens in your cells. During fasting, your body starts repairing damaged parts and clearing out old cellular debris. This process frees up energy, reduces inflammation, and improves the efficiency of your metabolism. When your cells work better, your body burns fuel better, including stubborn fat that refuses to budge through normal dieting. All of these changes make your fat stores more accessible, especially the deeper, more dangerous fat. Fasting doesn't just help you lose weight, it transforms the way your body handles energy, giving you access to the fuel you've been carrying all along. When scientists compared different ways of eating, some surprising results showed up, and they point right at the power of fasting against visceral fat. One of the most striking studies paired intermittent fasting with a method called protein pacing. In that trial, people who followed the fasting plus protein pacing plan lost much more visceral fat than those on a regular calorie restricted diet. After 9 weeks, the fasting group cut visceral fat by about 33%, compared with only around 14% in the calorie restricted group. In that same study, both groups ate roughly the same number of calories and had similar activity levels, yet the group using fasting plus protein pacing ended up with almost double the visceral fat loss. That means the timing and structure of eating, not just what or how much you eat, can make a big difference, especially when it comes to dangerous abdominal fat. Research doesn't stop there. In another trial, overweight participants followed a 12-week intermittent fasting regimen. At the end of those 12 weeks, MRI scans showed reductions not only in visceral fat, but also in fat stored in the liver and pancreas, along with overall fat loss. This is important because it shows fasting may help cleanse more than just your belly. It may reduce internal fat around organs that often contribute to metabolic problems. Studies of so-called time-restricted eating, where meals are only eaten within a specific daily time window, also add weight to the evidence. In one 6-week trial with older adults, participants who followed a 16-8 eating window lost measurable visceral fat, at least in men, along with drops in waist size and overall weight. And broader reviews of time-restricted eating interventions found consistent reductions in body weight, fat mass, and sometimes visceral fat, especially when the eating window was shorter and maintained over weeks or months. On top of fat loss, these fasting patterns tend to improve metabolic markers, reductions in fat mass, improvements in insulin sensitivity and blood sugar regulation, and sometimes better lipid profiles. All of this builds a strong case when done properly. Fasting, whether structured as intermittent fasting, time restricted eating, or combined with smart protein intake, doesn't just help you lose weight. It hits the deep hidden fat that's tied to health risks, and it shifts your body's metabolism in a healthier, more efficient direction. The hash one fasting hack that consistently targets visceral fat is the 16/8 intermittent fasting method. It's simple, easy to follow, and incredibly powerful. You fast for 16 hours and you eat all your meals within an 8-hour window. Most people choose something like 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right. It doesn't require special foods, expensive supplements, or extreme dieting. It only requires timing. And that timing is exactly what makes this method so effective for burning deep abdominal fat. During the 16-hour fasting period, your insulin levels drop naturally. This single change unlocks one of the biggest secrets to fat loss. When insulin is low, your body finally gets permission to dip into stored fat. And it doesn't start by burning the fat under your skin. It begins with the most accessible and most dangerous fat. First, visceral fat. This is the fat wrapped around your organs. It is full of energy, and your body prefers to use it when insulin is low. The 16/8 method creates the perfect environment for this switch to happen every single day. Many people don't realize how much snacking, emotional eating, and late night meals keep insulin elevated around the clock. When insulin stays high, fat cells stay locked. But when you fast for 16 hours, those locks open, your body no longer relies on food for fuel. It turns inward. It taps into the fuel you've stored for years. Bit by bit, your system begins clearing out the dangerous fat that triggers inflammation and metabolic problems. This method also gives your digestive system a break. During fasting, your body shifts its focus from processing food to repairing cells, cleaning up damaged parts, and improving how your metabolism works. All of this makes fat burning easier, smoother, and more consistent. And because the 16/8 method is repeated daily, the benefits keep compounding. Every fasting window becomes another opportunity for your body to burn visceral fat. What makes this hack even more powerful is its simplicity. You don't need to starve yourself or go all day without food. You only need to shrink your eating window. The first few days may feel different, but soon your body adapts, hunger stabilizes, energy rises, cravings disappear, and your body learns to use fat for fuel, just as it was designed to. But the real magic comes from consistency. This method works because it's repeated day after day, week after week. Visceral fat doesn't vanish in a single day. It shrinks slowly, steadily, and predictably when fasting becomes a routine. And once your body gets used to this rhythm, it becomes one of the most reliable ways to reduce deep hidden fat and restore metabolic health. When you start fasting, the first thing you need to know is that the results won't appear overnight. Your body needs time to adjust to this new rhythm. At first, you may feel a little hungry or notice small energy shifts, but these sensations fade as your metabolism learns to operate more efficiently. Fasting is powerful, but it's not magic. It works best when you support it with sensible choices during your eating window. If you use your 8 hours to overeat or load up on processed foods, you slow your progress. Your fasting hours open the door to fat burning, but your eating habits decide how wide that door stays open. Different people also respond differently to fasting. Some see changes within weeks, while others need more time before they notice a shift in their waistline or energy. Factors like sleep, stress levels, hormone balance, and daily movement all shape how your body reacts. Someone who sleeps well, walks regularly, and eats balanced meals will likely see faster results than someone who is stressed, inactive, or eating highly processed foods. The fasting window helps, but it cannot undo every lifestyle habit on its own. Your overall calorie balance still matters. You don't need to count every calorie, but you do need awareness. If you consistently eat more than your body needs, visceral fat will be slower to budge. What truly accelerates your progress is pairing fasting with healthy habits that work with your body instead of against it. Start your eating window with balanced meals, including protein, fiber, and healthy fats. These foods stabilize your blood sugar and keep cravings low. Add vegetables to give your body nutrients that support fat burning. Drink enough water so your metabolism stays active throughout the day. Light activity, like walking, stretching, or simple home exercises, can increase your body's ability to burn fat without intense workouts. Surprisingly, even small movements help your fasting window become more effective. Pay attention to how you feel during the first few weeks. Your body may send signals telling you what needs adjusting. Maybe your eating window needs slight shifting. Maybe you're not eating enough nourishing foods. Maybe you need more sleep. When you listen to your body, fasting becomes easier and far more rewarding. The process is not about perfection. It's about building a rhythm that supports fat loss day by day. Fasting gives you the structure, but your daily choices fill in the rest of the picture. Over time, your body adapts, your hunger stabilizes, and your metabolism begins to work in your favor instead of holding you back. Fasting is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to shrink dangerous visceral fat. Calm your hormones and help your body burn energy the way it was meant to. The 16/8 method gives your system the space it needs to tap into deep fat reserves and restore balance from the inside out. If you decide to try this hack, do it responsibly. Listen to your body and give yourself the time to adapt. Small changes repeated daily can lead to big results. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed tips to support your health and transformation. Your journey starts with one simple step, so take it today.